Okay, we're live. All right, we're live on the Fearless Orca Tactical YouTube channel here.
Hey, we got a.
Go ahead and get this link. Is that Gutta? Did we get Gutta in here? Fromage de Gouttiere.
Yes, sir.
House. All right. There's gonna be a lot of people that don't know what's going on.
It might take a couple minutes for people to kind of come in. Why is my shit going so slow? Yeah, I agree that people are probably not so slow.
The Fearless Orca channel. All right, and then link, copy, paste, boom, tweet went out. All right, let's hope that'll get some folks in here. Jeez, that sucks.
I don't know what happened. We didn't break any guidelines, but apparently we broke guidelines.
We didn't. I don't think we did anything really. All right, let's get this light back over here. That sucks, man. All right, let me get the speed roast before they find us. Okay. Okay, we got some folks making their way back. All right.
If they find us over here, fuck, dude. Then they're definitely looking at somebody.
All right, so we were talking about the SG22 here. Whose turn was it?
I think it was Ray.
Yeah, I think it was Ray's.
Rays. Go ahead, Rays. Talk to us about this SG22 here.
I'll take it. It looks pretty clean. Like I said earlier, it all looked like a toy. Like every single thing. It could have been the little tech decks and all that at first. I really like the aesthetics of the pictures, first of all. But that is definitely something that would tempt me to just shoot all day at the range. It might be hard to pick up something else, except for it wouldn't be too fun to not aim the whole time. I've got a sightless build, but it's fun to an extent. I'll have to say it's fun to just point and shoot, but once you're shooting it all day long, you want to start training with it. So, at least maybe try and print something to go on there.
Hell yeah. I'm just posting this on my Instagram.
Got to use that Kentucky windage with that thing.
I've played a lot of airsoft growing up, so I'm used to the whole seeing where it lands and try to adjust from where it goes,
That's something I'm contemplating getting my son into in the near future.
Honestly, I grew up somewhere where we could play outside up and down the street,
That's how I grew up.
Yeah.
Now airsoft.
I'm just under the age where we ran around playing paintball. The older kids ran around when I was kind of a kid. They were, the teenagers were running around like that. But then I grew up with the airsoft right under. So I missed the ball and the hooliganism, but we still.
It was good times. It was good times.
All right. I posted the link now on Instagram and Twitter. Hopefully we will get some folks back in here chilling with us. Guys, make sure to share the link as well, please.
Yeah, please.
All right, let's keep it going. On to the next one. Very nice build here, my guy. SG22 was the build that got me to get into 22 because, like Gutter Cheese said, 22 to me was some pussy shit. I was like, that's a little fucking 22. The fuck out of here with your 22, this motherfucker, you. But now I have a little 22, and every time I go shooting, I take it with me with like 100 or 200 rounds to just blah, 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 because it's so fucking cheap and it's fun and it goes ting, ting, ting. And yeah, okay, 22 is cute. It's cute or whatever. I shoot it out of a purple gun. That's how cute it is, all right? Let's keep it going.
Wait, you try it press. It'll change your life.
My first hunting kill was with the 22. I shot a rabbit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right.
Rob can't kill a rat.
Looks like we have some sort of high precision bolt action rifle here. That does look like a Magpul 10 rounder of some sort. Vortex mount. That does not look to be a Vortex optic, though. Very nice looking stock with the cheek riser. That grip looks wicked as hell with the bipod. No sort of flash hider or anything. You just put a thread protector on that thing there. Wow, that's crazy. Man, this must be some like super high precision long distance rifle setup, because I don't have anything like this. I know nothing about this. It looks hella futuristic, real sniperish, you know what I'm saying? But nothing that I personally have in my collection looks like this. Orca, thoughts on this high precision build here?
That looks like one of those Savage precision type rifles, like to go after to mimic the Ruger precision. I've got a Ruger Precision 22. I don't have a 308 or 6.5 yet. Waiting, but I wish he would have not taken this photo in an Apple phone in portrait mode, so he didn't blur out the surroundings, so I could see what kind of optic that is, because it looks interesting. It's got a very thin tube. I can't tell what that is. Yeah, I have no fucking idea.
Hard to tell. Yeah,
but it's a huge objective lens in the front. That's why I want to know how, A, what magnification that has, and B, how clear is it? Because
he's got 1 to 50 on that thing right there. It's like that, maybe like 1 to 20 or something. I don't know.
Well, I doubt it starts at 1, but anyhow, it's a clean precision rifle. I'd like to know what caliber it was, and also what kind of engine they got in the car behind him.
I believe it's a 6.5 Creedmoor, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so this is probably possibly their competition long range shooter, or if they've got a long range that they can go to, their 1,000-yard gun.
Oh yeah. I bet that's accurate as hell. Gotta talk to us about this high precision rifle here.
I think it's some Mad Max type shit. It looks pretty futuristic, like you said. I would like to know more about it. I don't really have any bolt action besides a 20 gauge Mossberg shotgun. So
20.
It was my grandpa's pheasant hunting gun. This intrigues me. The shapes and the lines pleasing. I like the bipod. That's pretty cool. And I don't know. I'd like to shoot it. Everything about it looks pretty sick.
I really like that grip. That grip has got a nice fat palm swell area, but it's very vertical.
Yeah.
That's probably so clean with like the pull on that trigger, which I'm sure is probably only about 2 pounds. It's probably this thing hits 1,000 yards if they've got that sighted in right.
Easy.
I can hear the clicks. I can already hear them.
Rays, talk to us about this precision rifle, Rays.
First of all, wow, those layer lines, you can't even see them, am I right? Just look at that. That's crazy. That's definitely something Prince Shooter Pete would be proud of. He likes those printed sniper rifles, you know? No, but seriously, that thing, right away, I was intrigued enough to say, who built this? You know? What are they up to in their life? It seems like an Alaska gun, you know, something you'd take and shoot a mountain goat with. I really like it. Yeah, that grip is it gives off precision shooting, like going to matches kind of vibes for sure.
Hell yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a story behind this thing, man. Definitely a story.
And he gave it to you, right? He gave you the story?
In this photo. The photo tells the story. No, he did. Man, I wish it was an email. Normally I'll read it, but I won't write it down or like attach it to the photo or anything, because I like when the photo pops up for us to just give our like natural reaction to it. I don't want to like read off a list. Guys, this is the Trijicon this or the Nikon scope. Like, I want to just give our authentic reactions. So I don't like to add notes to the show. That's just something I've personally done.
I like that. It's definitely intriguing, because all of these so far, it's like I might, just shake your hand if I see you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a nice little long precision shooter here. Very nice to the builder of this. Let's keep it going, guys. On to the next one. Okay, a little AR here. Check it out. Palmetto State Armory. It's got the serialized lower. It's on fire. Looks like a Magpul MOE grip, but what did they call that when you dip the thing again?
Nah,
Hydro
that ain't dip. That ain't
Hydro
dip. That
dip.
look like fucking wallpaper.
No, that's
Yeah, no, those are stickers on the Glock too. That's a sticker. I'm pretty
nah,
sure.
that's Hydro dip, man.
No, that looks like a
Hydro
sticker.
dip.
How did he dip that without, unless he painted it or put?
Look at the
Taper.
stuff. Look
He
at the
can
stuff.
put tape around it. Okay,
Everything.
There's a line right there. There's a sticker line on the foreground.
On the
That's-
handguard,
That's a 2-piece handguard that clicks
it
together.
is dipped. I can see. You can see it around the fucking nut right there. You can
On the
see
Delta ring.
Delta ring. There we go.
Oh yeah, you can see it here for sure.
Okay, so
Okay.
then he must have taped off the rest of the grip just to get it in the stipple there.
And
For
he's
the-
got the matching Glock with it and everything. All right.
He did a good job hydrodipping. I have not tried it because it looks intimidating. Because you can fuck it up. So I mean,
it just takes a lot of practice.
I don't know what the fuck's
done it a
going on
couple
there, but okay, that's one way to do it, I guess. It's one way to put a rear sight on.
I was gonna say, is this rear sight properly placed or not?
That's one way to put it on.
I think that's just an Easter egg to make us giggle. That's gotta be.
Oh goodness.
That's a
Okay.
possibility. Gutta, is this hydro dip? He's got a turbo and the Whataburger mag. What's going on here?
Yeah, shout out to the Mag Project there. That's pretty sick. I got a special place in my heart for some hydro dip. I hydro dipped a PLA VZ61 Scorpion. And there is a learning curve. You can overactivate or underactivate super easy. It's really hard to do in your bathtub, and that's where I did mine. So I'm wondering if this guy has like an actual hydro dip
Stainless
setup.
tank.
Yeah, it's definitely a process, and it'll get you high as hell when you're spraying that activator. So I mean, my man was probably buzzed up making this build, which is cool as fuck.
That's why the rear sight's on backwards.
That's right. Mad love to the turbo as well, man. I dig it. I think it's cool as fuck.
Yeah, right on. Ray's thoughts on the PSA budget build here?
You can't look away from the Dianexus mag over there from the Mag Project. You know, that's pretty slick. And I'm going to have to disagree, and I do think that these are the stickers because I've been seeing some pretty clean stickers coming out for Glocks, and I hadn't really seen them for many ARs. But I think he did a pretty good job. You know, I've never tried it, but right there in the trigger guard, you can kind of see on the other side, like it looks like maybe it's coming up on this side too.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, and a rip down on the bottom left of it right there.
Yeah.
But
If you look at the
That's-
stock, I think you can see it on the AR. That it might be stickers, unless again he taped that thing real nice.
I think it's doable to tape it, but they look pretty clean. Obviously, we can see from the picture here, but that's again something I'd like to shoot. And the turbo is definitely intriguing.
Suckers. That's right. Maybe he has a really nice bathtub for dipping. Right on. Right on. For sure, gun skins. I use them. I think I recall seeing this pattern. Okay. That's fine. We'll just accept it for what it is. It's this man's interpretation of art and what he calls his own. So we'll give him that. All right. Let's keep it going, guys. On to the next one. Okay. Due to the high demand, due to the high cost of ammunition, there will be no warning shot. Check this out here. It looks like a Taurus with a charging handle and a rail and an optic. It's like it wants to be an Invader, but it's a Taurus. Oh shit. It's the Marauder V2 remix. Okay, so this guy took the Broken Bullets Marauder rear end and attached it to a Taurus G2C. Wow. This guy, Orca, what the fuck? Thoughts on this?
This is one of the guns of all time. It looks like they went on Amazon and had a shopping spree for accessories. But seeing as how it is a Taurus G2C, That makes sense. This is the poor man's Marauder. That's what I would say this is. It's the poor man's Marauder.
I mean, he definitely ain't no rich man if you're building the Taurus.
It does not look horrible, but it's the poor man's Marauder. It's a little bit. It's on the same level of doing like a Smith & Wesson SD9 or whatever those are.
Yeah. What is the other one I'm thinking of? The Ruger P some shit, P80 something, P85, P89,
P98 or P95 or whatever. P90.
Recession
P95.
Ruger is what I was.
P90 and P95.
Chap said he loves making frames take the wrong parts. Right on. Fromage, thoughts on this monstrosity?
Monstrosity indeed. Again, with another one of these styles of frames with no brace on it, where people just need to like hit up Riptide and get them rails, put a brace on it, and then put a vertical foregrip on it too. Just glue it to the bottom of that damn light. I mean, fuck it. If you're rocking it Brazil style, you want to go all the way. And then it needs a stendo. If you can find stendos for a G2C, I don't know, but it
ProMag probably makes one.
I bet they do, and I bet you it feeds like shit, just about as shitty as that G2C shoot.
There it is.
I mean, I've got a G2C. I think the trigger is dog shit, but I had to build one just because I got it for like $80 on Gunbroker, so you can't go wrong, really. I mean,
he said $80.
If it shoots 1 out of 3 times, it was worth it.
I mean, I think they're cool. I like the G2C. The PT709 is a fun one too. If you can find the one with the correct trigger pack, there's 2 different ones, and you got to get the right one. But you can get those for cheap too. I got one for like $60, and there's a pistol in your pocket right there. But I mean, I think this thing is pretty cool for what it is. I mean, he's got the printed mag release to match that weird ass rail on the top. But put a brace on it, my man.
You're right. He did match the rail with the mag release. That's funny. Ray's thoughts on this little G2C here?
I've also had a G2C. I don't have it anymore, so this definitely has a special place in my heart. It's not the best gun I've ever shot, but it shot every time I asked it to, and sometimes that's exactly what you need, especially for like $200 out of the box. That's not too bad. So, but this is definitely a looker. Or it's for looks, I'd say. I don't see exactly what it does except for adding the sight there without the brace and all of that. But it's a looker. It's something that definitely makes you ask about it. And how did you put that together again?
Two more things I want to say. First, the print at the rail, that thing looks pretty damn rough. At the rail where the red dot's at, the overhangs there, pretty bad. And we're over here shitting on this guy's gun. This guy is so proud of this motherfucker right here. He thought he made something fire shit.
He's in the comments.
It is fire. It is fire. I had a G2C. That's what it should be.
He's like, I got this custom charging handle on this thing. They're gonna love this shit.
Yeah, look, he's like, hey, I remixed that. This is mine. You're right. He's very proud of it. It probably took him many hours of catting. I
love to see it.
So much so that he wanted 4 photos here. Look at the size of this charging handle, bro.
A bat wing.
So yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Is it locked open? No. It looks so far back like you can't charge it.
There's a couple of them that are locked open, like right here. Not this one. And then this one is locked open. But yeah, it looks like there is enough space there to move back here.
Supports. Adjust your supports. Because
some settings are awful, dude. I mean, at least he's trying, right?
Got to get that cooling proper.
Need the cooling kit. Tech 9 with the cooling kit. All right. Let's keep it going, guys. I was going to say very nice, but
it's a gun.
It's a very build. That's what it is. It's very build.
Your eyes see it. They see that, and it's there, right there.
Yep. That's a gun of some kind.
On to the next one. Okay, this man's got the stockies.
Stackies.
But my Harbor Freight box clean though. That's funny.
Oh shit.
Yeah, okay. So he's got a knife here. We the people knife. That's that M-Tech. He's got that SIG Custom Works P320, which comes compensated. I forgot what it's called. It's
The Spectre comp.
Spectra Comp. That's what I was gonna say. It sorry about that. Looks like a dagger over here with a Strike Industry slide, and then on the left,
That's the N80.
is it? I can't tell
It
what
is.
that is.
I know you
Okay.
can't tell, but I know these guns. I actually just shot them the other day.
Oh, okay. So what's up with the S here on the Taki?
I don't know. That's a question for your boy Vinny Mo. That's a great one. I don't know.
Okay.
Doxed him here.
Yeah, I was about to say you just doxed him, bro.
That's okay. I know him. That Harbor Freight box is kind of clean though. I'm not gonna lie. Like he put some time into cutting it out nice for his guns in there. He might have M-Tech knives and Harbor Freight boxes, but he tries. He keeps his shit clean.
Okay, so my only gripe here is, and this is the roast. So the whole thing about the show is you have to take a gun and make it yours. The Spectra Comp comes like this. All he did was put a light on it. So this is not really a build.
I don't disagree with you there. You're right. This is
I don't know about
bought,
this.
not built. This is bought, not built.
Nah, Bill, gotta talk to us, man. Is this disqualified or not?
I mean, he put a Hollison on it. I don't know. I'd rather see that blue junt all the way to the left. You know what I mean? That looks printed. I'd like to see something.
It is.
It's like, yeah. So why not show off that one or show all three of them off? It'd be cool to see them all kind of splayed out on his case because his case is so clean though. But yeah, I'd like to see that blue junt if that's a NN80. I mean, I like those, but I don't really have much to say about a SIG. I mean, it's a grenade. How about that?
Hey,
this
gun's fire. This gun is fire. Right?
You should put an OLED on it. It would be double time grenade. I mean,
okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Man, race. It's a SIG.
It is a SIG, and when it first popped up and you zoomed in on it, I thought, is this the one we're supposed to be looking at? Because I see the serial number and I see it looks like a SIG I've seen before. The box is clean, but then you scrolled all the way to the left and I saw the printed Glock on the side and I said, okay, I guess this counts. So there you go. And I really want to get the stockies joke, but I just don't get it. I'm going to be honest.
Unless you would say that it's a stock gun, like it's a stockies. Like this is not.
If that's what it is, then he gets more points back. We're at least 5 or 6 out of 10.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that that's what he was going for. Like this is a stock gun, but I'm just gonna throw it out there.
I guess
I'm trying. I'm trying to help my boy out. He's sinking.
He said, I like this guy. Stockies. Gion's points, but the SIG is minus. Gion's points, but the SIG is minus. Okay.
Gains. I think he meant to say gains.
I know, but he's
being shout out for the lights the other day. Got my shit. I would grab it, but I don't want to blow this stream up too. So never mind. I'm not done.
Gian. It's about Gian.
I think he's saying gains, bro.
No, he was saying like the guy who plays basketball for the Milwaukee Bucks.
No, Stockies gains points, but the SIG is minus. Come on, bro.
It's Gianni's.
Read the whole context of everything.
Guys, let's keep it going. Okay. On to the next one. All right, enough of this.
Divinities. Put one if I'm right in the chat.
Hey, don't put anything in the chat. Check this thing out. It's the Valor Pro R here. Yes, that's right. An O light, the best light. On what looks to be the AB19X from Atom Bomb. Looks to be two-tone. green laser with the green accents here. He's got the Batman, little Batman frame on the top there. I'm really digging this. Triggers cocked forward. He has the entire aesthetics here matching. So the green on the light, the green on the frame, and the green on the outline of his mouse pad all match. Looks great. I'm digging this. Orca, how you feel about this Glock here?
This is a fantastic photo. I love that they got the black light on there and the colors to match their Razer gaming pad. I know it's a Razer because I got that shit right here. Or at least I think it's a Razer. If it's not, it's a good ass knockoff. But yeah, I've seen the person working on this thing, and I'm excited for them to release it because I want to put my own spin on some of what he's got going on here. I love everything about it except for the light. It needs a Goon Beam or a Streamlight.
Goon Beam, come on. It needs an OLED.
It needs a TLR1 or a TLR1 clone, baby, so it could fit in my setups.
Or a Valor Pro R with the green laser. And
no, bro.
1,500 lumens.
I don't give a shit how many lumens the light has. If I Google Baldur holsters versus Streamlight TLR1 holsters, I'm going to have a better selection of TLR1 holsters than I will for the OLED.
That's a good point.
Man.
We'll just have to ask Riptide to print one for this then.
Well,
man. All right, Gutta. How you feel about the little Glock here, Gutta?
I think it's pretty sick with the black light glow to it. I feel like the photo's kind of missing a lava lamp, maybe.
Okay.
But I dig the texture on the front part of the frame. I think it'd be cool if he kind of matched that like that weird two-tone texture on the grip panel as well. It might be hard to pull off on the entire grip portion, but I think that would look really cool with the negative space. This is a dagger slide, right?
Yes.
I hope he replaced the firing pin. Yeah, I recognize this person's work, and I appreciate the stuff that they do. So yeah, it's pretty cool with the black light. I wonder if it actually like glows in the dark. If you like charge it up and then put it in the dark, I wonder if it glows in the dark.
It looks like a glow in the dark paint that they use.
Yeah, which is sick.
They just need one of them fuzzy ass posters from Spencer's back in like the early 2000s, bro. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Black light. I had all the ICP posters. Woo woo, Juggalo. All right. Anyways, Rays, how do you feel about this little Glock here, Juggalo? Rays, thoughts on this Glock, Rays?
He's muted.
I thought it was printed in two-tone, but y'all said it's painted. That's hurting my brain now. Now I'm not sure. But
printed. It's two-tone.
Okay, that makes sense. It looks pretty clean. I'm not sure exactly how the two-tone settings work. I know you can play with it a little bit. So whenever the lines don't match up, I always wonder if that's a settings thing or if that's the best it can get. But that's getting pretty nitpicky because this is clean. And when you zoomed in on the one up above, that one was incredibly clean too. So it's hard for me to pick at it anyway. Man, I don't know. I'm excited for these to be released too. I feel like I've been eyeballing them for a while now at this point.
All right, we got to guess what the fuck that means.
All right, I need to figure out. I'm sorry.
Guess whatever Timber's saying.
Okay. So I think. I'm sorry, Ray. I'm gonna mute you. Thank you. It's weird, like hearing yourself and then trying to talk at the same time. I think he's saying much motherfucking wicked clown love. That's what that says, okay? Because it used to be MCL, much clown love. Anyways, we're not talking about ICP. I listen to Quavo and Future and 21 Savage now. Okay, I'm way past my high school phase of being weird and wearing eyeliner. All right. Here we go. Let's keep going, guys. On to the next one. Okay, check this thing out. Sitting right by the tree. That's right. The MP22. I want to say it's from Mussy. Could be wrong. Maybe I'm right. DB Firearms grip on there with the folding stock and the printed mag. That's right. It's a 22 clone of an MP5 printed. That's right. That's right. Orca, thoughts on this crazy thing we're looking at here?
I can't be mad at an MP5 build, even in 22. And it's got a muzzle device on the front that could support a suppressor. So suppress that thing and run the shit out of it.
He said, "Hey, let's not."
I know, yeah, but
let's not talk about that.
I don't even want to get into that subject. Ralph needs a therapist.
Okay.
I just don't know why the white mag.
I used to have longer hair than you, Orca.
If you would have put accents in there of white, then yeah, but the white mag just kind of throws it off a little bit here for me. Other than that, the print looks really clean. I mean, I don't see any crazy issues that I see. The seam is not perfect there, but I don't know what they're printing it on. That's pretty damn good for most printers. I like that DB grip too. I printed one for something I'm about to finish up here. One little critique is I would have maybe painted your hardware after the fact just to mix in with your blacks.
Oh, no silver? You don't like the silver?
Not personally. That's just a critiquing it. But yeah, this thing, I'd fuck with this. I would love to take this out to the range and plink with it.
Okay. I don't know, Adam Baum. Nobody touched anything. The email said I messaged chairman and I told him we got booted and I asked him to check his email. The email said we violated the firearms policy.
Tranny Ralph.
So, whoa, hold on there, buddy. Hold on there, we ain't rocking that. Right? If anything, look, the closest I would get is probably that Silly Girl Society. All right, Shawty low-key kind of. She posted a fucking photo and she was like hella ripped and shit. I was like, okay, that actually looks like a girl, except for the hands was kind of manly. I mean, as long as let me not get into that. Okay? But yeah, Shawty was low-key kind of bad, even if that is a guy or a guy that used to be a girl. Whatever, man. Okay. Gutta. Thoughts on this MP22 Gutta?
Damn, Ralph, you really are Brazilian.
Pee lady. Pee lady. That's fucked up.
Damn.
Look,
okay. All right. The HK dioptic sights are hard as fuck. Like, I love those sights. I've got some printed, but I just haven't put them on my my SF5 yet. I've been working on some other things. That looks like a printed bolt, which goes hard as fuck. Anytime you can print a bolt, it just makes it more DIY. So I respect that a lot. I'm going to have to disagree with Orca, though. I kind of like the look of hardware on pieces like this. It just gives it that, like, touched by hands feel. If you were to, like, paint the hardware, it almost, like, blend into – it almost looked too clean. You know, I kind of like stuff a little bit dirty. You can see some layer lines, but it still goes hard as fuck. I mean, like Orca said, you could put a suppressor on that. The white mag is kind of weird. Maybe make it black. The DB grip goes hard. I got one of those on my DB alloy. I did a two-tone one, and that grip is girthy enough, and like that diamond stippling feels super good on your hand. This looks like it'd be really fun to shoot. I dig it.
Okay, the diamond on the grip. Okay,
it feels good.
Ray's thoughts on the MP22 here?
This is an exciting build. With it being 22 and like Gutta said, with the bolt being printed, it just feels attainable. Like it's something I could get my hands on if I wanted it myself, and that's exciting. I think the white mag does miss it. It almost matches the hardware, but it just you can't. Yeah, it's not quite there. And painting them white would not be it. Definitely not the answer. Everything else is so clean. All of the angles, and I guess there's not too many places where there would be a major overhang necessarily, but everything looks like it fits so perfectly here. It's like something you could buy and pull out of a box and assemble with your own hands, you know.
Right on. Right on. I do need to combat the commentary here, but PP Lady, P Fruity Ralph, P Tranny Ralph, all right, all that shit gotta go. All right, if y'all know who the fuck Silly Girl Society is, tell her to holla at me. All right, I mean, I ain't playing. I ain't playing that shit. All right, if there's grass in the field, play ball. Is that what they say? No, that's the wrong thing. Fuck. Whatever. Let's keep it going, guys. On to the next one. Woo! Okay, check this thing out. It's a motherfucking blacked out 9mm U-bar here with what looks to be a Palmetto Gen 4 9mm upper with the flash can, some sort of bullshit knockoff wannabe cool optic up top. Yes, I went hard on it. Oh, it's Fearless Orcas. Check this out. Hey, it's Fearless Orca right there. Okay. Looks like he's missing something back here. I don't know what. No, that's the safety. What's going on with this safety?
It's an ambi, but it won't fit based on the ergos of the frame.
Okay.
Receiver.
Okay. You got the Magpul D60 drum on there. D50, I'm sorry. SBA3 brace on this thing. He painted the hardware to match. Ooh, you're a little rough. You should have painted it after. Lots of tooling marks here. Lots of gouges. This man's slipping with his tools.
No, he don't slip, motherfucker. He got big ass hands. Y'all tiny little elf hands fit in these tiny little holes and shit.
Look, this is your turn to get roasted. Shut the fuck up and let me roast, all right?
These hands, motherfucker, this is...
Look at these big ass gouges. This motherfucker cut his whole shit up. Rusty ass. He's got a cool little what's it called?
I ranked this up in Call of Duty, so they gave me a free charm.
Charm. That's what I meant to say. He's got the little matching charm here. But yeah, what's up with this trigger? Is this a drop-in?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a JM Tactical.
Okay, not a printed trigger. That's good. Yeah, I would recommend maybe touching up your hardware with the color after you're done mangling it with your big ass paws and tools.
After it went to the range, that was the plan.
Otherwise, yes, very nice looking, super dope theme here. I'm trying to, this reminds me of, what was the name of those? I think it was the Altitude 13s. It was some Jordan 13s that had that lime green lining on the bottom of the shoe, and then like one little lime green upper on the upper with like a Jumpman or something. That's what this reminded me of. The Altitude 13s from high school. This took me there the moment I saw it. I love it. It's dope. I love blacked out builds. This thing is fire. Orca, let us know what's going on here, Orca.
First off, that optic ain't shit. That Gideon optic on there, that's the Mediator.
Oh,
Dope little fully enclosed circle dot. I was banging at 100 just rapid fire in this thing. JM Tactical, I think it's a 3-pound drop-in trigger. Honestly, I was kind of concerned dropping in just a standard AR trigger with a AR9. Not sure if it was going to run it or not, but outside of me being too quick for the trigger, this thing ran like butter all day at the range the other day. I printed it on a bamboo. Obviously, took my liberties to add some pop and color in there and make it my own a little bit. But yeah, this is just I needed an AR9, so build one.
Oh yeah, gotta talk to us about this.
Yeah, I saw this posted, man. This thing goes hard as hell. I really like the pattern and the stippling. I like those shapes. And Ralph, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I kind of like how the paint's fucked up. It makes it look like it's been used. It's not just sitting on a shelf somewhere. It actually it's got some mileage on it. You know what I mean?
You like all this?
I think it's cool. I think yeah. Let's call it patina. We'll call it patina. It's got a hell of patina and points up for the drum. I mean, if you can get that fucker to work, that's awesome.
It's a Magpul. What you mean?
What upper is that?
Yeah, Palmetto State. I just caught this like a week ago or two. It was on a Labor Day sales.
Looks
I think
like
it's $300 for the complete upper bolt and charging handle. So I was like, gotta get it.
Looks like
Nice.
they're Gen 4 5-inch
No, I
barrel.
think it's a 4-inch barrel.
Oh,
It's a
4-inch barrel with the flash can. Looks like a 7-inch handguard there.
8.
Whatever.
Yeah, I like this thing a lot, man. I like how I like the pop of that lime green on the U-bolt up at the top. I think that's a nice touch. How you painted that part there, that looks cool. Yeah, man. I'm interested to see how well that drop-in state, like the trigger pins, stay in without it being the anti-rotation. Because all my drop-ins, I always use those anti-walking pins. And with this particular frame, or the lower, the U-bar is kind of hard to find that because of that the front hammer pin there's too much space in there because it needs to be reinforced on the frame. So you might think about putting just one anti-walk pin.
That's the plan in the future. I just wanted to get it out to the range, but yeah, I'm gonna put at the trigger pin at least something that won't excuse me, come out. I wanted to shoot it.
I know how that feels, man. And I'm curious as to how that the mag release is that's printed too, right?
Yes.
How that's going to hold up under spring pressure, because I know that I have seen some that start to bow out a little bit because of the spring pressure. And I think
far it feels okay, but I mean we'll see over time, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a time thing. But yeah, overall, man, this thing fucks.
Hell yeah. Rays, thoughts on the Fearless Orca 9mm?
I have a U-bar also with the Laughs Dynamics extended release, and I love the way that this is like totally your gun. Honestly, you've got your dangly bit on it that's got your name, and you edited that release, and then how clean it all looks with the paint. It's hard to knock it, but when Ralph started hating on the hardware, I was like, oh yeah, it could totally be rusted hardware that he was like, oh, I need to paint this for sure. So okay, it's a green and black gun. That's sweet. Is this like a 4-inch barrel or something like that?
Yeah, 4-inch barrel with their little shroud that they put on all their palmetto stuff.
That muzzle device actually has holes like facing forward, right?
It's like a linear compensator blast forwarding device of some sort, yeah.
Yeah, it actually down in. It doesn't have holes in that one.
Oh, it's just a can?
Yeah.
I looked a lot to try and find a muzzle device for mine because I got an 8.5-inch barrel with like a 10.5-inch handguard or something like that. So I had to really make it work, but I ended up with a KAK one. I would like to see if you put in like some green fillers up in the front, like maybe just 2, not too much or anything, or if you printed the brace too and you maybe threw in like a piece of green or painted the hardware in there, that'd be pretty clean, honestly.
I might try to maybe make some mag or M-lock inserts in green or something. Or on the front.
That'd be sick. I might could use it for mine too.
Oh yeah. You said the drum doesn't fit? Of course it fits. Look at it. It's fitting right now. At this very moment. Damn it, Nick. Probably
she's been drinking.
Model. Dangly bit. All right. Let's keep it going. Very nice build here, Orca. I like what you're doing with it. Test it out. Hopefully you put some quarters or some sort of spacer in your buffer tube to time.
Actually, I bought a 9mm buffer tube spring and weight for this specifically. So
okay, that doesn't. You're pretty much saying that as if it's the remedy to over travel. It's not. You still need to tune.
The only issue I had is when I tried to double shoot too quick and I had a failure to eject. I ran about 200 rounds through this on Wednesday.
Because your bolt is traveling too far back. That's what I'm saying. You need to tune that. So you put quarters. I'll show you how after the stream here. But yeah, you need to throw some quarters in that buffer tube and get your over travel properly. That way you can all fucking day, not have issues. Mine was giving me a dead trigger sometimes. I guess I was beating the bolt home or something, and then a couple of times my shit what did they call it, a bolt bounce, where I fired it and the bolt smacked the face and like came back out a little bit. Fucking blew the mag out the bottom, exploded in my face. Bolt bounce is real. If your timing is not proper, you can have bolt bounce. So just remember that, guys. Tune your AR9s. Let's keep it going on to the next one. Okay, this guy has got an old mahogany varnished table. Is that the correct term? Varnished? An old mahogany refinished style, old school grandma's table here with a bunch of plastic guns with paint all over them. I mean, look at this G2C here. G2S, excuse me. This man definitely took some spray paint to that slide. You can see all the chips on it. Smith & Wesson this, Smith & Wesson that, Taurus this, Ruger that. Oh my God, this is, man, I don't even want to say it. They're going to be like, oh, fuck Ralph. What's a nicer way to put this? This guy is sitting at a very specific section of the lunchroom at school. Orca, talk to us about this table.
What section is that, Ralph?
Well, the poor people section.
There you go. Let them know. Hey, man.
He's sitting with the poors. Look at all these poor bills. God damn it.
Hey, he's sitting at the free lunch table. He's sitting at the free lunch table. Hey, my man is at the top of the food chain in the poors, though. This bitch runs the trailer park. Look at this.
Oh, he runs.
This motherfucker runs the trailer park. He said he got all the gats.
All the poor man gets.
He got all the Glock 40s. Come holla at me. They're printed and they're guns, and some of them probably shoot occasionally.
Right on. Got thoughts on the table, the free lunch table special here?
I mean, I have several of these builds in my collection. They're fun builds. I mean, yeah, I don't know if you guys ever seen Trailer Park Boys, but you know, this motherfucker's sitting like Cyrus. One in the chamber. I bet you there's one in every single chamber on that table. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. Like,
it does look like the Smith has got one in it. I can see the red poking out there a little bit.
Yeah. I hope there's one in every chamber, or one in every single chamber. I mean, that's the only way to do it. Yeah, they're printed. Looks cool. The Cobra Kai SD40 is pretty sick. I've got one of those. I printed one of those in that 3D Print General FDE in black. I did a two-tone. And
this one right here?
Yeah, that one. I love that frame, man. It feels really good. That's a girthy boy.
Loaded when up.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the loaded chamber indicator here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Loaded when up.
I guess that one's not loaded.
I've never seen that before. Loaded.
Yeah. Is that blue one the Chairman Juan Big PP?
Yeah, in the back there.
Yeah. That was the one that the Recession Ruger was based on, right?
Yeah, the Big PP by Chairman.
Yeah, so that's like a throwback right there. That's kind of sick. And it's got a hammer. He's got two of them with hammers. I like hammer fired pistols. I'd pick one up. I got one right here, but we might get tossed. Yeah, I ain't got much else to say.
He said porpoise. Look at the way he spelled purpose.
What if it's on purpose?
It's on purpose.
I didn't know Ego was Norwegian.
Rays, talk to us about what's going on in this photo here, Rays.
First of all, I'm gonna have to say the two Taurus G2s are not loaded also because they've got that same indicator on the top and they appear to be down, but which is sad. But I like how there's 3 whole different brands of guns on the table. It looks and feels like everything is semi-special to him in some way, and I kind of like that, you know? Like, he's definitely got more variety in his build than me, which is pretty embarrassing, but at the same time, why are they not all loaded? We should make it obvious that if our hands can't be in there, at least it still might get up and do the thing that everyone's scared of, right?
Right. Right. Yes, that's right. Owen Miner also on Discord. However, Instagram, Twitter, and my email, p80rough@gmail.com. Those are all the ways in which you can send in your build if you'd like to see it on a future episode. Thank you to all the hosts for roasting this photo here. Let's keep it going, guys. On to the next one. Okay. That's not bad. Holy shit. Okay, look at this. He's got the gold barrel, gold pins, gold trigger, gold magazine button, and that's about it. I was gonna say gold, but that's all the gold he had. He didn't have enough gold for me to go gold. Primary arms, classic series red dot. He went with the Strike Industries magazine extension as well as the Magwell. He's got OEM mags. He's taking this thing out to shoot steel. Hell yeah. What? That steel looks very familiar. Bro, I know this setup. That's Delmarva Sporting Clays right there. This is a fellow Marylander. No way. No, that has to be. That's the same exact setup. I remember shooting this steel many times. What? Okay, fellow Marylander right here. Okay, I hope this is a legal build, and it probably is because these pinholes look way too clean, so it's probably a serialized frame. He built his own little P80 serialized or whatever. That's cool. I ain't mad at that. Nice slide. Actually, I don't know. I don't like those big-ass serrations. They look really overly...
I was about to uppercut your ass if you say it's a nice slide. That looks damn near identical to my shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, the slide serrations here are very thick, really thick serrations. Otherwise, yeah, it's cute. It's cute. I mean, he's got the, what they call it, the Boogeyman trigger or some shit, the Strike Industries little magazine button, and it's black and gold. He built himself a Batman Glock. Orca, talk to us about this horrible slide that you have one of.
It works. Kind of in its own special type of way.
It works when it wants to.
No, I got a video I'd show you, but we won't talk about that.
Oh, spicy.
Spicy. Yes, sir.
Spicy.
It's tactical. Gold to me is 2019. Like now I'd rather see like a stainless steel or a raw steel than gold, but that's personal preference. I feel like everybody did this shit. Like this gun was, you'd see 100 of these on Instagram in 2019.
Yeah.
So it's dope. I can't talk shit. I've got one like it. Mine's just like a Gen 5 basically redone in the same color way, but it's not a print. It's a clean P80.
You said you have a Gen 5 that looks like this?
Yeah, I just went gold and black on everything. That's what I'm saying. But I built it back in 2019.
I thought you were a SIG guy. You have a Gen 5 19?
Yeah.
Word? Why do you never show it off?
Because I don't care about it. It means nothing to me.
What the fuck, Orca? But you're over here showing off SIGs and printed builds?
Because you are afraid of SIGs, I embrace the SIGatry.
I have SIGs, okay? I'm not
and
afraid.
I love my SIGs.
I know to just keep them at the range. Don't carry that shit or flaunt
bro.
It. You don't flaunt.
I carry my macro all the time. Pointed right at my dick.
Pointed right at it? No.
I trust it.
You're crazy, dude. You're a wild guy. Fromage, how do you feel about this P80 and SIGs being pointed at your junk?
I don't own a SIG. I don't think I'll buy one either. I mean, it's cool. P80s are how I like transitioned into 3D printing.
Tell us more about your transition.
Actually, I used to watch Ralph's videos like several years ago to learn how to do that P80 shit. It helped me out a lot. And then I discovered Marine Gun Builder from you. And it was like, then I was like, man, there's nothing stopping me from buying a printer. So then I started getting into printing. It's kind of how I made the segue. Was I started with 80% AR-15 lowers and milling out the aluminum, and then I went to P80s and then to printed stuff. So it's cool to see someone who did a nice looking P80. I'm kind of curious if that barrel is ported for the cuts and the slide on the top, and if not, what's the point?
Okay.
Just reduce the weight of the slide, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would help. Can we see if the barrel's ported? It doesn't look like
it.
Nah.
It's just a threaded barrel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a P80. I like the optic the best, probably. I'd like to try one of those.
Yeah. I usually get them when their Primary Arms always runs these Save 12 deals. You'll get an email and it's like, oh, Save 12 coupon is now live. So this dot's like 150 with the Save 12. It's like 130 or something. So pretty decent dot. It just doesn't have shake awake. That's the only downside. But yeah, I have like 3 of them.
It's 2023. If your dot's not shake awake, what the fuck are you doing?
It's a range dot, okay? It's on a pistol that I don't carry. So if I take it to the range, I'll click the button and turn it on, okay? It'll turn off after 16 hours of not touching. So if I forget to turn it off after the range, it'll turn off when it's in the safe, okay? Okay, all right. Let's make that clear. Ray's thoughts on the Polymer 80 black and gold build here?
I was thinking it's kind of a John Wick gun, but then you said Batman, and I just can't. Batman doesn't carry guns, but that looks like that's probably one that he would carry. And yeah, I noticed pretty early on the slide cuts to reduce weight and all of that, but that's always sort of a goofy gimmick to me, you know, like ported barrels are so cool. Just cut some freaking holes in there. But with it being, you know, you could put a suppressor on the end of that technically. So that's cool in its own right. I was more excited about this right away. I think it looks really clean, but the more I sit at it, you know, it is, you know, what it is. The cuts, the longer you look at them, are more like peppermint stripes, and you just can't get over the needless cuts. But it's a beautiful gun. If Orca didn't say that it didn't shoot very well, I'd definitely want to put my hands on it.
No, it shoots. It just likes to shoot fast, like really fast.
Fair enough. And is that front pin gold too? It looks kind of gold, but it's hard to see.
It is really fast.
Yeah, you can see it from this other photo here a little better.
I was going to say they didn't give him enough pins. That sucks. But yeah, okay, sweet.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Not long enough to make it to both sides. But yeah, that's a nice little P80 here. Let's keep it going, guys. On to the next one. Okay, you see what it is. We have a naked lady here with the serpent. This could be Eve being tempted by the serpent. Oh, there's also an AK in the photo. Check this out. Folding stock, printed grip. The, what do they call this? Dianexus Mag, maybe?
I think so, yeah.
This version is the non-safety version, unless it's a left-handed safety version. But I want to say the V4 Plastikovs do have a little thumb safety looking thing going on in this section here. I don't see it in this version. Maybe it's on the other side. Maybe there's a file for each version. 45-degree gas block here with the walnut wood, if I'm not mistaken. I have no idea what muzzle device that is, but it's probably left hand threaded in something crazy like 1:14 pitch or some shit. Picatinny rail on the top there as well. So very nice to see this monstrosity of an AK. This thing probably costs upwards of $1,000. You could just buy yourself a PSAK. American made, non-plastic, will last you your entire life. Not melt in the car for like $600. So I'm a big hater of this project just because of how much money you have to dump into it to get it. Kind of like the MP5 thing. I was just never into these big, the Scorpion one, like all these big hype. You could buy the fucking gun for the same price. But I get it. Oh, but no cereals and blah blah blah. And whatever, man. I want real guns that work all the time. Okay, Orca, thoughts on this plastic ass AK here, Orca? I'm just being a hater. I'm sorry.
The print is clean as shit. This gun, while I don't really care for the blue because it kind of clashes with the walnut there, like if they would have just done it in all black with how clean they print it, this thing would have been a FUD wouldn't have been able to tell if this was a real AK or a printed one if they would have done this in all black. That being said, I do agree with the fact that if I can buy a working AK that's going to last forever and I can beat somebody over the head with if I needed to for $800, I'm not going to spend $1,000 to make one out of plastic. But if I got it like that and I don't give a shit, I would do one like this because that's clean. And I fuck with the little Adidas mag.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Gutta, talk to us about this build here, Gutta.
This build goes hard as fuck, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, $1,000. Like, you can get one of these kits for $7 bills. And I think the safety's on the other side. This is the left-hand safety, or the left side safety for right-handed. If you saw Ivan shoot it, he's left-handed, so he put it on the other side.
Okay.
But there's you could just switch the drum, and there's different files for left hand and right hand. The folding, the Brownells, that's a Brownells folding stock. Feels real good. Unfortunately, that receiver is slightly too wide for it to fold completely, but it's the stock that I had, and Laughs is supposed to do a AKM style set of stocks for this particular project, so I'm looking forward to that. That muzzle device is a linear compensator from Arms of America. They had them on sale for $10. Normally they're $25. So I just thought, this is my build, so you can talk all the shit you want. I agree with you on the blue. That's just the filament that I had. I'm getting ready to reprint it in glass-filled nylon. And the glass-filled nylon color I have is Coyote Tan from Matter Hackers. And so
oh yeah.
So the black on this is the grip, and all the receiver parts that are black are all PA6. Although I've tried to print this receiver several times. I was having issues with clogging, and so I just said, fuck it. I want to get this thing together and shoot it. And blue is what I had the most of. It's like a 400-gram print. So, but yeah, you can get these. You can get a headspace kit for about $700. But if you look on Gunbroker, you can find them going for sub 400. And all you'd have to do is press the trunnion yourself. And there's a couple tools you can get to do head spacing. So if you play your cards right, I think the work that goes into this is much more valuable. I'd rather pay. Basically, we know what side of the lunchroom Ralph's sitting on because he doesn't want to have one of these projects. I think that the knowledge that I am acquiring is far more valuable than the money that I spent on it. And just to get the signal spread is just priceless. And what I did here to save some money is I pressed the barrel pin myself. I installed the mag catch release myself, the rear sight leaf myself, and I did some of the work myself because I've got a 12-ton press in my garage. So you can get those for cheap. And if you're a man and you're not collecting tools, there's something wrong. Like, you should have a press. You should be collecting tools. Like, real men collect tools. So like, this is a real man build. And I don't know, man. It needs an optic. I've got one planned for it, but I'm going to like I said, I'm reprinting it, and I just wanted something for the roast, so I tossed you this pick. And yeah, shout out to Mag Project again with the Tripolaski. I
like that. I'm going to have to quote that on a tweet. If you're a man and you're not collecting tools, are you really a man?
That's right. Be a man.
Right. Raise, your thoughts on the plastic cob or any high budget build like this?
Well, folding stock is always bonus points, especially on an AK, because that's how it's supposed to be, if I'm not wrong. And that muzzle device just almost looks like it's like a breacher, like it deserves to be put up against the door and, you know, shot into the trash. You know, it looks awesome. It's it almost feels like there's too many colors going on, but the blue does have a special place in my heart because of Ivan's that he keeps showing off. So it's kind of like a bit of a mean gun to me right here. Yeah, the most off-putting color is definitely the wood, but if you change that to the tan or whatever, it might look pretty clean like that. So I'm excited to see where this ends up, and I do like the idea of learning a platform by building it, you know, because there is nothing like putting the pieces together to figure out what it really takes to make that thing work, and then it all is kind of clarified in your mind a bit, and I really like that. My first build ever was just a AR. I got a lower at a 3-gun match. They had like televised one in our area, like at the place where we shot, and one of the goodie bags they gave us, it had a lower in it, and so I sat on that lower for years and years, and then when I moved out on my own, I just happened to build it out one day, and there was no turning back from there. So that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm not taking apart my GF5 to build a fucking plastic version of it, but yeah, maybe one day I'll buy an AK parts kit and the press and be a
Right
man.
now, actually, on Gun Broker, there is a PSA demilled AK. I don't know which model, but it's already headspace. Like, I'm bidding on it. I don't give a fuck if you guys find it and outbid me, but like, I'm collecting AKs now. But like, it's already headspace, and I think the auction's only at $150 right now. I mean, that might jump up to $300 maybe, but it's already headspace, and all you got to do is pull the rivets out, and you could print this and build it. So there are deals out there to be found, and I think that like it's worth doing a little research to save some money. You can just, if you have the right tools, you can do this yourself for far cheaper than buying a serialized firearm.
You said you are collecting AKs. That's how I feel about Glocks. Just collecting Glocks, bro. I don't know why. I just keep buying them. I'm like, all right, I don't need any more Glocks. I need to sell some shit. I need to get rid of something. And then next week, I spend $1,200 on the Shadow System Glock. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I have zero financial control of my life. Guys, let's keep it going. On to the next one. Let's see who else has no financial control. This guy here definitely has, excuse me, financial control. How do I know that? Because he uses this same slide for every single build. So he's not buying new slides. He's got plenty of financial control. JK, this is my guy. Very fire build here. I want to say this is like a big coral, because I remember Chairman had that small coral and just a regular coral. Looked very much like this, but this is like coral if it was zoomed in. So this is like big ass coral, but it looks good. Maybe he spray painted and then sanded it to give it that look there. Yeah, Patmo's slide, I haven't had good luck with those. They usually always jam. I like the age of the wood here. No homo. It does look like he placed this on a very well-aged tree that fell over in his backyard or in his property somewhere. But yeah, it does look like some sort of carbon fiber nylon. You can see the little zits on there. Very nice print. It almost looks OEM, if you don't mind me saying. So, Orca, thoughts on this little Glock here?
I really dig the stipple texture on this, and then the patina, the battleware, whatever they sanded it down to age it or whatever. I fuck with that. I have not shot a Patmo slide. I've heard mixed reviews. Not sure what kind of dot that is. Gun's too small for my hand, but I love that stipple pattern. I'd like to put that on like a 19X or something.
I like the age of the wood.
The P80 rap story.
Right on. Gutta, thoughts on this 43X here, Gutta?
Yeah, I always like this guy's designs. He really does have the eye as far as like lines and things like that. I've got a couple of his frames in my collection. I helped him beta for this, not this particular stipple, but for his 43X, and it shoots great, feels great. The ergos are tight. I really liked what he did with this one, where it looks like he printed it and then he sanded the high spots to give it a two-tone.
Yeah.
That looks super good. That's a really good idea too. And I can't remember if I've seen that done before. It probably has been, but like he did a really nice, that's a nice touch. That's aesthetically pleasing. And my comment's the same with the Patmos, man. I got a Patmos 19 that the slide's all fucked up. I can't get it to go. I've tried everything, and it's been so long. I don't feel right about contacting JSD about it, but whatever that company is. But yeah, I love this a lot, man.
Spicy. Yeah, I would say personally, the 43, the 19, and the 26 slides I got from JSD Supply all had issues. They either had stovepipes nonstop, light primer strikes, failure to extract. I mean, it was always something. And I did the whole back and forth, send it back. They'll send you some new shit. Yeah, they got good customer service, but you shouldn't have to send that shit back a bunch of times just to get something to work, man. I feel like you should get something that works from day one. I don't like the thought of sending things back. It's like Bear Creek. I got a bad taste in my mouth with Bear Creek Arsenal because I had to send that shit back like 3 times because that motherfucker didn't work. But anyways, great build here. Raise your own thoughts on this one.
My first thoughts were I love the wear on it, and I wish the slide had some wear on it, but you said that this is one that he switches out all the time, so it makes a little sense as to why he wouldn't change it up. But I would feel the same way about my own personal slide. But the battle worn looks good, especially with how nice that it came out on the grip. It's just I want to see it on the upper too. It's hard. I would like to hang out in this guy's woods. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But hang out in his woods. It looks like a nice place to chill. It looks like it's rained within a year, which it would be nice.
Yeah, we don't get here.
No. I'm waiting for they said it's supposed to cool down, but I've got the same attitude as the old man at the wholesale house, which is I'll believe it when I see it. Because they've been teasing us too damn long with this weather.
Teasing us? This is torture.
Well, the worst part is when they say there's going to be relief, and there's no relief ever.
There was some relief a couple weeks ago. We got a pretty big storm. We had a tree knocked down.
A day and a half, I don't know if that necessarily that's a teaser in itself too.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Light primer strikes on the 19. Okay. A few light primer strikes. Okay. I EDC that slide. You're a brave man. You better hope you never need to use it. Yikes. 43X run.
We all hope we don't have to use it, right? Come on.
You're right. But if we do, you want it to actually work. Minus the random double fire every now and then. That's actually caused by poor sear engagement. I actually made a video about this when I first got my JSD 43. But yeah, it was like you fired the shot, rack the slide back, and if you shake it, it'll drop the firing pin. Or when you're like releasing it for the reset, it'll drop the firing pin. I couldn't figure it out. So what I did is I swapped all the internals for OEM Glock parts, and it solved it. But obviously their parts are out of spec to the point where you have an unsafe firearm. This is why I never recommend Patmos for anything for that matter. But yeah, just don't buy this shit, okay? Let's keep it going. So sorry. Let's keep it going, guys. They're great people, though. Those are my guys. On to the next one. Yikes. Sorry, I'm not a shill. Okay, if shit sucks, I'll call it out. Check this thing out. It's a purple P80. That is a P80 frame. I want to say it's RIT dyed. And this does look like paint. I can see some You know when you put tape on something and you spray it and there's that little overspray under the tape? I see that going on here. So it does look like a Polymer 80 frame that's been custom painted, but it's a 19 upper, but it looks like he chopped the grip down to 26. Huh. Look at that. Okay. Looks like Go ahead.
I was gonna say, this man is an absolute savage. He tore this pistol apart and made it exactly what he envisioned in his head.
Or something to that extent. Yeah, he definitely dyed this frame. He threw a primary arms classic series up top, chameleon barrel. I have no idea who makes that slide. I've never seen it. It looks okay. I mean, the cuts are pretty big and aggressive. That port on the front looks absolutely massive, including the one on top. He's got the suppressor height sights. I mean, I guess that's about it, right? It's very creative. I'll give him creativity points here. I don't know why he's got this thing sitting on some goon tape. Maybe he's got a goon beam and he's just a goon type motherfucker. Or so, I don't know. Orca, what the fuck's going on in this photo here? What did this man do, Orca?
This is the, what is that gum? Fruit stripe? This is the fruit stripe pattern.
Fruit stripe gum.
1906, the Glock 69. Is that what this is? The 2619
1926 maybe. 26 long. I don't know.
The pattern, the little paint, close. They were damn close. Get the green frog tape instead of the blue next time to help with those overbleeds. I think they should have taken the white all the way to the end of the beaver tail. I don't know why they just stopped right there where they did. And to me, I can't imagine cutting down a 19 to make it any smaller with these fucking biscuit grabbers. Like a 19 small enough as it is. So color scheme, I like it. I don't know why the purple didn't turn out the same color, or maybe they did try to use a different color in the zebra pattern, but too small of a gun for me.
Surprised it doesn't have a switch and missing iron sights. Oof, chap. You are sounding real racist.
Savage
joke. No, that was a racist joke, chap. Real racist. My bad. Gutta, how you feel about this one? What's going on here, Gutta? What's going on in this man's head, Gutta?
It certainly gives me some kind of feeling. I think Orca, he hit it on the nose there with the fruit stripe gum, because I was trying to think. I was like, this reminds me of something that came from the late 90s and when I was a kid, and like
that's that fruit stripe.
Yeah, it's fruit stripe gum with the zebra on it, with this cartoon zebra. So he tried to get that pattern going, I guess. It's weird that the purple inside the paint job doesn't match the purple outside the paint job. That's real strange. It's like more red on the inside of the paint than it is on the outside. Do you see that? Like it looks like a different.
It almost dyed it first or something. Maybe
I was going to say it almost looks like brush strokes, doesn't it?
Yeah, because like there's no texturing to it. It's flat.
Yeah.
And maybe the texture was giving them trouble trying to paint with taping it off and stuff. I mean, it's cool that someone would go to this length to customize something for what exactly they want. I got to respect that. The chameleon barrel it's a chameleon barrel. I don't know how I feel about the colorful barrels. Personally, I like the stainless barrels. I don't know. It's just. I guess I got a bunch of Smith & Wessons with the stainless barrels, and they wang. And I don't know. Chameleon barrels just makes me think of like what's that? KM Tactical. Like they always sell the cheap shit.
Okay.
It's just but it is what it is. Maybe he was a baller on a budget and he just wanted to make it his own, and or she or they. I think it's cool for someone to do something like this and make it their own, but it's not my style.
Right on. Rays, is this your style? What do you think's going on here, Rays?
Unfortunately, I think this is getting close to my style of let's paint it and see what we can do. I it almost right away you spotted the color difference in the purples, but then there's like almost 5 purples going on with the gradient in the middle right there. So it almost doesn't hurt it, but there is a lot of shades going on. It almost with the lighting too, you can tell how that purple on the inside of all the white really changes. But I think he's an absolute savage for cutting that pistol and just deciding. I don't know if he had the mag first and needed a pistol to fit it, or that might be what happened, honestly, because he looks like he measured it and made it fit inside there perfectly. I want to try it. My hands aren't too big, so I'm not too scared.
Right on, right on.
Y'all see those little videos with like the little people running around doing something and it looks like a toy? It's like the opposite with me. Like if I were to hold that gun and shoot it, then it would look like I had like a little toy in my hand.
Yeah, this is like a keychain in your hands, man.
That's what I'm saying. It would look like one of those keychain things. I'd be like,
this build, I fucked you like Prince on the basketball court game.
Blouses.
Yeah. Remember that? Okay. Vanessa Kitty, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I'm glad you found us on the stream here. We got booted from Chairman Juan's channel. Somebody must have reported us because it's never happened before. But yeah, blouses. That's funny. Let's keep it going, guys. On to the next one. Crazy ass build here, my guy. Okay, damn. Okay, look at this. He's got a skull with the hand as the grip for the forward grip, the entire upper lower grip, forward grip, the stock, everything on this has been skulladized. I don't even know what even the drum is a skull. Bro, what? Vortex red dot on this thing. Wow, I can't imagine how this thing feels. The first thing that comes to my mind when I see this, oh man, what was that movie? I think it was called So Above As Below. There was this movie where these people went underground in France or something, and they were like in these tunnels, and when they started digging through the tunnels, they saw all of these skulls and bones like piled up on top of each other. And that's exactly what this build took me back to, a movie that I watched like 10 or 15 years ago. Yeah, lots of skulls here, man. And what's crazy is the hand on this skull. There's an arm coming out of the skull of this skull, holding on to the grip of this pistol. This is next level. Orca, what the fuck are we looking at here?
Whoever made this person spent weeks, I'm sure, envisioning this thing, building it. That's printed too. Like they printed that specifically to prop and hold that thing up. Like they designed that out to the right height and angle based on the drum and everything like that. Like this is a whole show piece. Like I would put this shit like front and center when you walk into my house. Like I'd have this under like a Virgin Mary statue somewhere up in the front with a candle. Like right as you walk in, boom, this is what you're gonna see. Hasta la muerte.
Yeah, that's what it said right there on the side.
Yeah,
right?
Like this is so fucking good. Like shit like this is where we need to have people in SHOT Show showing off. Like it isn't just about, yeah, it's a gun, but it's a piece of art too. Like it tells a story.
Dude, this has an AR-15 charging handle. Not to mention, he's got a little cross charm dangling out the front there.
Yeah, this thing needs to be like in an art show somewhere or at SHOT Show with a booth somewhere showing what 3D printing guns can accomplish.
He said it took about 6 days.
I believe that. Every bit of it, I believe it.
Skull, yeah, brother.
This thing fucking
wins.
this is sick. I just wish they would have waited till next month to release this to everybody during October.
Yeah, this
That's
guy
the only
wins.
gripe I have.
Guys, that's all we have for you tonight. This guy won. He's the winner of everything. He's the winner of everything ever.
I want to see what they can do next. If they are capable of doing this, I want to see what else their brain can cook up.
Will this person identify? Props. I feel like this is something that Nicolas Cage found in the National Treasure series. Let's see that. Gutter Cheese, thoughts on this?
I mean, Halloween is my favorite season of the year. Like Orca said, man, like, yeah, this is an October build, but I saw this on Serialist, I think the end of last month. And it is insane. Like the amount of detail, like his print settings are god tier. Is this some type of is this like a form of an MP7? Is that what it's supposed to be?
It's a Glock version of an MP7, yes, by AWCY. I believe he remixed this thing with the skulls.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is wild as fuck. I mean, even the custom drum, like with I'd like to see what's on the front of the drum plate.
Same.
Like the holder with the hand coming out of the skull holding the foregrip, like that shit's hard. Like this is hard, that's hard, everything is hard. I mean, I'm hard as rock right now. I'd like to see that he actually has some fucking rails to put a brace on it. That's the first one tonight that's got proper rails, and it looks really fucking clean, man. Everything about it, I'm kind of interested to know.
Just paint those rails like the rest of the gun.
Yeah. Like I wonder how they did the two-tone. Like, is that another way where he printed one color and then sanded it down a little bit to get whatever was underneath, or painted over it and then sanded it? Or I'm kind of interested in what the process was there.
I want to talk to this person like one-on-one, or where they can just kind of explain what they did to do this, because this is next level, like you're saying. Like, this is god tier kind of. If you could show normies this shit right here, they would be like, "There's no way I can do that at home."
I believe this is the guy here, not an ATF agent.
Right.
MP17 remix guy. Hit up Orca, Fearless Orca, and let him know what you did here, because he wants to jerk you off, I think.
I got big hands, so I hope you're
I like how you went along with the joke. No homo. Rays, thoughts on this, Rays? What the hell's going on here?
I think I also saw this one a couple weeks ago, but I didn't look as hard as I did just now when you were zooming in on it. And I took a double take, and I almost convinced myself that wasn't even printed. But there's just a few spots that make it obvious once you look at it. If someone knew, like on the mag down there, yeah, and right where the rails kind of close in, but there's not even anything to say about this. This is the work and detail put into this is beautiful. I had 2 of these submitted into my contest. They were like a light side and dark side one, a red one and a blue one. And the guy said he loved this so much he didn't even care. He kind of just took a picture of them on the table and sent it. He said, "This is one of the most fun builds I've ever done," and that he just loves it and all this kind of stuff. And this is something you just sit on your couch with, and you just don't really want to put it down, and then you put it by your front door when you're done. This is deserves to be shown off 100%.
Hell yeah. I have a few of those builds where they're so good that I can't do anything but look at them. Of course, I'll take them out to shoot every now and then, but yeah, most of the time I'll just sit at home and I'll just be sitting here racking shit back, or if it's something else, I'll just, hold it and take it apart, put it back together. Like, it's art pieces. For me, this has always been about art. Excuse me. For me, gun building has always been an art. I got into it because I was introduced by a coworker who was making it art. So when he was showing me photos of his builds, they were very artistic, and that's what intrigued me. I was like, where the hell did you get that? And he said, I did it. That, boom, sparked my brain immediately. In the spring of 2018, I had never owned a gun before, and within a year I had several, and then now I have, I don't know,
More than
like
several.
40 or 50. I don't know. I've got a lot of guns now. But yeah, every year I keep collecting more and more. And yes, it is purely for the artistic aspect of this entire thing here. I mean, imagine you have 40 or 50 of these here. Like, this guy spends this much time on every single build. I personally can't, you know, maybe I'll spend a little time here and there on the You got more free time than I do, obviously, my guy. But yeah, very nice here. Let's keep it going. We're almost done with the stream. We'll do a couple more here. Check this thing out. I don't know what this helmet is, but it looks pretty cool. It's like an alien. And then looks like a Chairman 119 Glock here. That looks like it's still on the print bed. So maybe there's a light shining from behind. The supports are still there. I see the glass. It's a pretty cool photo, though. I like it. It's a Glock. It's a nice photo. It's a very artistic piece here. Very nice composition of this photo. So thank you. The fact that this is just the basic Glock, but it didn't make it to the basic bitch of the night says a lot. So great job here on this photograph. Orca, thoughts on what's going on here?
No, I 100% agree with what you're saying. If this was not set up the way it was, like with the background and the lighting and the photo, this, I would say basic bitch for this, but because they took their time to set up a photo around the gun, I'll give it a little bit more credit. I think they should have done a secondary color in the stipple, because this is set up so easily to be able to mask that off and color that stipple in, or plastic dip it, or spray paint it. Shout out to my homie in the background smoking that hookah. Okay, I see you.
Who's smoking hookah?
You don't see the hookah in the back left of the corner of the photo?
Oh, shit. Damn, you're right. There is a hookah in there. Yeah. Okay. Is it?
It's something. It's smoking something.
Okay.
That's CBD.
They make CBD hookahs now?
Yeah, something like that. There's a nice pick, decent gun. It's a Glock. It's not a lot really going on. It's either black or some sort of dark purple.
Right on. Gutta, thoughts on this photograph here?
I mean, I collect masks myself, so I'm more interested in that mask than I am the Glock. I'm starting to get Glock fatigue, man. Yeah, it's rough sometimes, but what are you gonna do? I mean, it looks like a clean ass print, and I like how people are getting into the spooky season a little early. I think everybody's kind of like can't wait for Halloween and fall weather to kind of come. Maybe for it to fucking cool off already.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. But I honestly, I like the mask more than I do the gun. The lighting is cool. The way he lit it up behind it. Very well composed photograph, and my man's taking bong rips. Fuck him.
Is that what that is?
It looks like a bong or a hookah. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
They're smoking something.
They're smoking something.
PCP, DMT, CBD. Who the fuck knows? One of them letters.
Man, this motherfucker on some whole other shit wearing that mask. You guys are right. Ray, thoughts on the composition of the photograph here?
The photograph is absolutely beautiful. The mask makes me this phrase, "What anime is that?" just goes through my head when I look at it. So I don't know the answer to that, but it's a cool mask. And if you could zoom in under the trigger guard, like on the handle of the Glock, it looks so clean. I've always had problems on the Chairman Wands on that big spot where the finger goes. It's always been a little rough for me. I don't know if it's my settings or what, but I do have to note that I don't see like those heavy lines in the finger spot right there. So big kudos, honestly.
Yeah. Nice.
Good print. It's a good print. It's just
Great print.
It's just, it is what it is. But big props for how clean it is, honestly.
Right on. Great print.
I love you, my boy.
Very nice photograph here. Let's keep it going, guys. On to the next one. No need for none of this lovey-dovey bullshit. All right, come on, let's keep it going. Okay, look at this. What the fuck? That's a big ass barrel. It's a big ass. You got big ass drum. No, she didn't say shit about no barrel. For some reason, I want to call this a 22, bro. Like,
it looks like it.
This looked like a Ruger 1022 bolt or something.
And some sort of, I don't know, knockoff drum mag for it. But I need to get one of those.
With a 510C hollow sun up top. This motherfucker spent more on the hollow sun than he did on this whole fucking build. That looks like the rice cutter flash can, as he calls it. And it's like a carbon fiber barrel. I don't know, man. I want to hate it so bad.
I love this, dude. What?
Well, I want to hate it so bad because it's a 22. Like, the amount of effort that went into this for it to only shoot 22 really pisses me off. However, there is a fair amount of work that went into this. He's got the swivel adapter there. There's two-tone print. Could be a bamboo. There's
they
no way.
Obviously have a bamboo, bro.
Bamboo. There's no way he hand printed this.
Bamboo boys for life.
He's got the marble countertop there, looking very nice. No light directly shining on it, so it's not glaring or gleaming back into the photograph. So very nicely lit photograph here. He's got this room very nicely lit because this is white. So if he had lights directly shining on it, there would be a lot of reflection coming off of that countertop there. These guys are learning how to take better photos. Great job. Orca, thoughts on this overly...
This thing is fucking fantastic,
let me finish
bro.
my intro. Hold on. Orca, thoughts on this overly exaggerated, over-the-top 1022 here?
I'm here for it. This is what I want to see. It's not only into the 1022, which is awesome in its own right, because 22 fucks, especially if you get a can. Trust me, if you don't have one, I know the $200 bullshit tax stamp is whatever, but it's worth it. Suppressors are fucking awesome. The carbon fiber barrel is dope. The bamboo, I gotta respect a fellow bambooer. There's somebody with one right back here. Love the color pattern here. I love the little topo they got in the little like guard on the M lock that they have up there in the front. As somebody who sat in Bamboo Studio and spent the time to make something multicolor like this, even at two tones, I understand the hassle it can be to get it to look this fucking good. And there's nowhere in here where I see any bleed or anything. It just looks, they spent hella time in that slicer setting this thing up, and it shows. The marble, it's all overall aesthetically pleasing, a dope photo. I'd love to shoot this little thing. It's probably going to jam. It's a 22.
Oh,
but it looks like something on the game I'm playing, Starfield, right now. It looks like something I would pick up while I'm playing that game. This thing fucks, and I want to shoot it.
Okay.
I want to know what build this is, because I'll take my 22 apart and build this shit.
Looks like a remix of the Scar Pup Bullpup 1022.
Well, I gotta find this. Somebody hit me up with this file.
Gutta, thoughts on the Star Wars 1022?
Yeah, I mean, just in filament alone, between purges, from going to black, from white to black and not have any bleed, like, this person really invested some time and energy. And like Orca said, man, I also know what it's like in Bamboo Studio to try to do a dope ass multicolor. And sometimes it just fucks with you and doesn't want to cooperate. You kind of have to do things by hand. This one looks like he did a lot of field colors that were probably easy to do. You can select triangles and different shapes on the face of certain objects and stuff. So, but a lot of that, it is just very time consuming. This looks like it'd be really fun to shoot. I don't know how I'd feel with that drum right up against my body. The drum looks too big for what this is. I'd I kind of like to see like one of those Ruger banana magazines in it, the Curve Boy.
Yeah.
I think those look super cool. But this this build is insane. Because purging from white to black, you have to do at least like so many millimeters for it not to bleed into the white, going from black to white, white to black. It's there's so much filament invested in this build alone. You got to respect that, the time that went into this, and it doubles, triples, quadruples your time on your print to do multicolors like that. This thing fucks hard as hell.
I'm sorry, do you have Charles
It is.
Schwab
Yeah,
on the
WEF
skateboard?
over here.
Yeah, do you see? It says we are economically fucked.
Okay.
He's our
Gotta knows what's up. Gotta knows what's up.
yeah, he's our economic overlord. I tell you what, I'm gonna keep on eating steak. Fuck them bugs.
Yep.
And I think do you guys remember that company Fucked FUCT from the 90s?
Yeah.
They released a series of these boards. One of them had Bill Gates on it. One of them had George Soros on it. But I had to get the fucking
nice.
Klaus Schwab one because that motherfucker, dude.
Right on. Okay, we'll do one more. It is getting a little late here. So there is about another 12 to 15 builds left. Thank you all to everyone who sent in photos of your builds the last couple weeks for the show. If it didn't make it tonight, it'll definitely make it on the next show. So I'm sorry. I don't mean any disrespect to anyone that sent in photos and you didn't see it tonight. Oh, but you didn't show my build. So sorry, man. There's a lot of them. I kind of just throw them in the random rotation, and whatever makes it, makes it. I don't want to make it seem like I'm picking and choosing. However, I do always have to pick the basic bitch build of the night. So I do pick that one. But everything else is pretty random. So if your build didn't make it tonight, I apologize sincerely. It'll be on the next show. However, we do have very little time left here. It is getting late, and I do have to sleep soon. Not to mention these guys have to go. So we will do one more build here. Let's see what we got on the next one. Okay.
Hold on. Wait.
Let Ray talk
Ray
about
say
this.
anything about this one.
I'm
right
sorry.
up his alley.
I'm sorry. Raised. My bad, bro. My bad.
I honestly do. Well, first of all, it's a bullpup, and that almost irks me. It wants to irk me, but it just, this is clean. And I like how he really edited the trigger in there too. The one thing I really wanted to say is the really cool 22 builds have a special place in that you can always give a newbie something really cool that just they can plink away with. And I think that's always something special. I love to give a newbie a 22 and just say, hey, get comfortable feeling a little bang in your hand and maybe operating the gun a little bit. But this is something that would be really cool for someone new to pick up. I mean, it's not practically good for someone new to pick up, but it's something fun that would definitely intrigue someone, I feel like. It's a great build.
Oh, yeah. You will own nothing and be happy. Klaus Schwab. Right on. I agree. You know, I never thought about it like that until you just said that. Yeah.
It's the gateway drug into guns.
Well, it was like when my mom came out and I took her to the range and she was like really intimidated by the 9 because it was jumping in her hand. And I was like, look,
you got to start him on the 22.
Yeah, I was like, take this purple gun, shoot this. And she was all scared and she didn't know how to hold it. And she's all like being awkward with it. And then when she started hitting steel and she saw bling, bling, she like got into it. And I saw her. She was like, oh, shit, I hit it. Like, it's exciting, you know, once you start hitting steel and you see it and you hear the feedback, it's an experience. So I get that. I never really thought about it like, let me give the beginner a 22, but that's a great point, man. I like that. I definitely need to get me a couple more 22s. I really want a 22 pistol. I've seen this little Kel-Tec for like $200. I don't know if I should get that. I know about the Ruger Mark IV, but that's a little more expensive. So I don't know, man. Chap said P80 Mama was blasting. Yeah, Chap was there.
Something super cheap that you can get with the threaded barrel. It's the GSG, or like German sports guns, the Firefly Sig Mosquito clone. Works fantastic. It's like $200. You can find them all day for $200 with a threaded barrel.
I've seen those, yeah.
I also have to say this reminds me of that R301 build, the Apex Legends gun that guy's got. It's a Ruger 1022 also. That reminds me of this a lot.
Oh yeah. Right on. Let's keep it going, guys. On to the last build of the night here. Let me make sure to not skip anyone else. That's how you know I'm tired, when I start skipping people. Check this out. It's another high precision build. I was gonna say it's the same one, but it's not. It's a different mount, different scope, different grip, different stock, and everything else. Oh, sorry about that. Right side charging, chrome barrel, the CV Life bipod, straight out of Amazon. Big ass muzzle brake of some sort there. No magazine in that mag. No magazine in this lower. I want to call this like a Hoffman lower, but it's not. Is it printed? I don't know. It's got a folding stock. It's a short stroke system of some sort because it's a side charger. Is it like a bolt action side charger? This is so weird.
That looks like a damn Bear Creek type shit.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time figuring this out. Orca, what the hell's going on here, Orca? What are we looking
Honestly, I don't know, because I'm trying to figure out if it's side charging right there. How you're getting a second shot off.
That is a side charging. Look at the amount of space.
I see that, but he's got it. No buffer. It's just
right. So maybe there is no buffer. That there's no spring. There's no gas tube. Single shot. So it's set up to be a high precision rifle. So maybe it's just pow, rack it back, pow, rack it back. I don't know.
I'd have to see it from the other side to see the bolt. I don't know. I don't know about the Play-Doh fucking hand grip that is melting on the floor there either. I don't know what's going on with that. That's a thick boy grip for sure. I'm assuming it's designed to have a little 5-round mag and the grip be flush on the ground with the bipod or something during shooting, because
straight pull bolt action. Okay. Got it. Thoughts on the straight pull bolt action with the printed lower here?
I'm intrigued. If the person's in the chat, what caliber does it shoot? Because that barrel looks chunky.
That's big, yeah.
I mean, if that's a 308, that goes hard as fuck. Yeah, the color red for the grip is kind of off-putting. Yeah, I think black would look better, but I like dark colors and stuff. If there was some other red accents somewhere else within the build, that's pretty fucking sick that the lower's printed with a bufferless system. It's 5.56. Interesting.
Is it?
That's what the guy in the chat said.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That's probably his joint. Okay. Printed lower, straight pull, mag fed, 5.56. Damn.
So a Bear Creek bufferless side charger, is that what it is?
Straight pull bolt action. So that means there's no gas system in it.
Weird. It's very interesting. The highly adjustable stock is pretty insane. I don't own any style stock like that, so I'm kind of interested in how it feels. And okay.
Right on.
Yeah, I like the chunky ass muzzle brake. That thing goes hard. And I bet you this shit fucking shoots well. I mean, it looks like it's set up to shoot well. So I'd like to shoot it.
Yeah, I do see where Orca is getting this Play-Doh grip from. It does look like a very custom molded grip for this one individual motherfucker right here. Oh, yeah, definitely a custom ass grip. Rays, thoughts on this custom straight pull AR here?
It almost feels like a California build. Maybe it's just, it's the grip and it's the bolt action. It looks like there shouldn't. It looks like it's got an internal magazine, but knowing that it's 300 solo upper, okay. I like the. I don't know. It was so confusing staring at it, but it all makes sense now that we kind of know what it shoots and all that. Like with it being gas blockless and having that muzzle brake on it, it actually will probably throw some gas around out there, and that's looks like a major scope on that thing. So I'd like to see what he wants to shoot this with. It's definitely precision is what it's set up for. So it's almost beautiful. It's almost beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Fuck
Ralph
that grip.
pulling all the ladies with them burps. Brr. No, pulling nothing. Okay. Yeah, that's all we have for you guys tonight. Orca, let's all pick our favorite builds here tonight. Pick our favorite builds here of the night. Orca, do you have one that stood out to you that you remember as your
Yeah,
favorite?
for sure. Because I know everybody's already going to pick the skull one. Go ahead and give me that white and black 22 bullpup.
Oh,
That's my choice for the
it's
night.
you?
Yep, that's me.
Okay, damn. Okay.
I love all the detail in that thing. The topo little block there, the muzzle device, the carbon fiber barrel.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Got a cheese. What was your favorite build?
Can you give me a run through?
Sure. Let's go back to the beginning here. Started with the basic, went to the GTR, then the high precision, the skull candy, the weird Taurus, Spectra Comp, ABX 19, the MP22, the Orca joint, the 6 poor man builds, the P80, the AK V4, the Patmos in the Woods, the purple joint, the skull joint, the mask joint, bullpup joint, and then we have the precision joint.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the hasta la muerta. That's how I say it. That one goes hard as fuck. I kind of feel like we all agree that one's the fucking the dopest one. I mean, as far as like time and artistic ingenuity, like this thing fucks. But it's kind of like the one that we all want to pick. I think just like like Orca was saying, I like that MP22 because it's got a printed bolt. That's the one that really kind of grabs my heartstrings.
Right on, right on. Raise your own. Is there a build other than the two that have been mentioned that caught your attention?
Yeah, I do like Orca's build, honestly. Maybe it's because I've got a U-Bar 9 myself, but I like how custom it is. It's got his name on it in 2 different ways, and that looks fun. I mean, I like shooting my U-Bar 9, and I've got like a, what is it, 8.5-inch barrel on it, so it's a little longer, but that looks fun, and it looks so clean, man. I like that. I haven't seen anyone paint the hardware like that, honestly.
That is Orca for you. Orca is the man that will paint hardware to match his shit. That's what he does. All right, so mine obviously has been picked by the rest of you guys, so I have to pick another one. So I will go ahead and pick. No, you guys picked all my shit. Damn. I'm going to pick this AK-47 here. Why? Because of the level of difficulty of this build. The amount of time, effort, and money that went into this thing, not to mention the piece of art in the background that could potentially be fake, but the cracks in it kind of tell me that this is a vintage painting, unless you bought a print of a vintage painting. I'm really hoping that's not the case here, and you do actually, in fact, have this painting as vintage.
What you mean?
As an original, I meant. My bad. But yeah, very nice. The amount of time, effort, and tools and knowledge that goes into something like this is definitely out of my realm, definitely out of my comfort zone. So that's why I'm voting for this, because this is something I want to do. I just don't want to pay for it. If this was free, I would build it. Okay.
Owen, everybody obviously knows that this. We're picking runner up here. Everybody knows that the Skull one won for sure.
We can't all pick
runner up, bro.
We can't all pick the same thing. It would be unfair to say, "Oh, everyone picked the Skull." Yeah, okay. So in the past, fuck all y'all. Owen, that is shit, this nigga.
Everybody knows that gun won.
You guys, I'm not watching no more.
Owen's driving a salt truck, bro.
Bro, listen, the rules are we can't all pick the same build. But yes, pretty sure everyone was going to pick the Skull build, okay? All right, thank you. Ralph, good pick. See? Elizondo Victor, he think I'm okay, pero no on the minor. On the minor, not like me. Pero it's okay. Guys, that's all we have for you tonight. Thanks for all 16 of you.
That was 30 at one point.
Man, this would have been like 60 on the German Mom.
I don't know what happened. They booted us off. Who knows?
I know. We're making it do with what we have. So next week, hopefully, I'm even thinking of throwing this back on my channel. So I do have a channel as well, 3DMRG, the 3D Media Research Group, also here on YouTube, that I'm thinking about doing live streams on, but I don't want to get that channel nuked. I keep dropping videos every now and then just to see what's going to happen. And I'm like afraid to keep making content. So I don't know, man. We'll probably stick with the Chairman Juan channel until further notice. Fearless Orca is now an option for us as a backup channel if that doesn't work out. So thank you, Orca, for allowing us to host the episode here. Orca, last parting words before we head out.
Find me on Instagram. That's where I spend most of my time when I'm on social. It's Fearless Orca. Yeah, hit me up, DM me if you want to talk about gun shit.
Hell yeah. Raise your own last parting words before we head out, where these guys can find you or anything.
I wasn't gonna drop that, but I am on Twitter, and I do I've got a lot of unfinished videos just sitting around, but I'm looking probably to host another May 4th event just to get people involved. So look out on Odyssey and Twitter at Raise Your Own. You can email me there too, raiseyourown@proton. So
hell yeah. This is the time to plug in your shit. So don't be afraid. Gutter Cheese, where these guys can find you, parting messages and dad advice or anything. I don't know, man. Say some cool shit.
I mean, like I said earlier, keep collecting tools, keep up in the knowledge. Knowledge is power. You can find me on Bird app or X or whatever the fuck it's called now at Gutter Cheese. I just be posting builds and trying to spread knowledge and shit. So the more you know, the better off you are. You know what I mean? That's all I got, man.
That's all he got. That's all I got. Guys, thank you all for joining us tonight, and we will see you next week with episode 14. We need to find some guests. If you'd like to be a guest on a future episode, send us a message. Maybe Archie2A Prince will send you a message and try to get you on here. But yeah, that's all we have for you guys tonight, and we will see you on the next one. Peace. All right, let's see who's not wearing the mask this time. It's like that's like